As Bon Jovi would say, whoa, we're halfway there. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland 90 here. It's the FIFA 23 Hibernian Rebuild to Glory series. We are in episode 6. It is a 10-part series where we're trying to make Hibernian great again. We're trying to rebuild Hibernian and make them into the best team in Scotland. It's not went it great at the halfway point. We haven't exactly had amazing results so far. First season we finished 7th. Second season we finished 5th. We're now into the third season and we are actually up into 4th place. However, it's still not exactly where we want to be. We've had to improve the squad quite a bit. We're actually paying a hell of a lot of money out in wages too. We've got Kevin Nisbet, who last time I spoke to him wanted 100 grand a week to sign a contract extension, which is, it's insane. Now, I'm going to hope he changes his mind. I have no doubt that I'm going to have to break the Hibernian wage budget in order to get Kevin Nisbet to stay till the end of this 5-year challenge. However, we cannot pay him 100 grand a week, so we need Kevin Nisbet to retract that and start asking for fair amounts. But if you look at the league table, I think it's fair to say Celtic have won the league. I know they're only 6 points ahead of Aberdeen, but I just don't really see Aberdeen catching them, even though they play Aberdeen next at Pittodrie. So, yeah, I mean, if Aberdeen win that, they bring the gap down to 3 points. But I'm kind of hoping Aberdeen lose that, because then it'll give us an opportunity. I'm looking at this league table. I think second place is a real possibility for us. And if we can do that, think about the Champions League money. Yes, it would only be a qualifier. Yes, we would have to get ourselves into the proper stages of the Champions League. But if we could finish second, to leapfrog 3 places in the league, to go from 5th to 2nd, in the space of 1 season, I mean, that would be amazing. So that's the goal. But if we can't get 2nd, I want at least 3rd. I wouldn't consider 4th. I wouldn't consider a 1-place jump with the money that we've spent and the players that were brought in. I wouldn't consider that a success. And we will be looking to bring in more players, guys, in this January transfer window. But that's what the table looks for now. We're going to move towards the end of the month. Hopefully, we can get some players in. I've already started scouting a few players. I've already sent out a few bids to some players as well. So when there's any transfer news, guys, we'll come back to it. But right now, it's all about picking up as many wins as possible. We do have St Johnstone up next. And then on the final day of the final game, of January, it's Celtic. That could be an absolute massive game, especially if Celtic lose to Aberdeen. I mean, I'm saying the league's over. We could end January with Celtic not even first in the table. That would be insane, but let's find out. Okay, so one player that I am interested in bringing into the club is Taras Karabaka. The guy is from Ukraine. He plays for Casa Pia AC. No idea who they are. He's got a minimum release clause of 4.6 million. Therefore, that tells me he must be pretty good. Now, I'm willing to pay that 4.6 million. The guy looks good. Stats are good. We definitely need more cover in the centre-back position. So we're going to sit down. We're going to see if we can thrash out a deal here. And we're going to see if we can make our first signing of this January transfer window. He wants to be crucial. I'll accept that. If we're paying over 4 million for somebody, they need to be a crucial player. It's as simple as that. They want a 2-year deal. I'm going to ask for 3, which would bring him up to the end of this series. So yeah, I want 3. We'll see what they say. Okay, they're happy to go with 3, so that's good. Now what do they... Okay, they want 6... Oh, they want 16.5. We're going to edit that. I'm going to say 12. Let's see if they'll accept 12. Signing bonus. We'll go down to 120. So 120 signing bonus and 12,000 in wages. Plus, there's a clean sheet added bonus of 110 grand if they can get 5 clean sheets. So let's see if he accepts this. I mean, we're being pretty fair here, so I think... No, they want... Okay, they're not budging. Alright, well, we'll go 14. I think 14's fair. It's all about being fair here, guys. Let's be reasonable at this. There's no reason to fall out over money. So, oh my god, they're sticking to the... Alright, we'll go 15. Surely 15's a good deal. I mean, we're willing to basically break the bank here in order to sign this guy who might not even be that good. And they're not budging. They are not budging here on this 16.5. You know what? I'll accept it because I think this guy could be the next big thing. I've no idea what he is though. Screw it. I'm going to accept it. It's our new signing, I guess. Welcome to the club. Karakba, whatever he's called. Ukrainian. There we go, shaking hands with the devil himself. And I guess we'll find out now whether this was a good signing or not. But he is coming out to Easter Road now. There he is, coming through the front doors. Looking happy with himself. Meeting the rest of the players. I mean, how long will Kevin Nisbet be here? Probably not much longer unless we give him 100 grand a week. And there you go. We're looking at the training. Let's monitor how he's getting on. Come on, mate. Burn up a sweat for me. Run for me, bitch. And we're going to find out just how good this guy is in his wee tracksuit. Oh, he's speaking there to Kevin Nisbet. He's giving Kevin Nisbet abuse. He's got the Hibs shirt on. Suits him. Looks pretty good on him. But I'm more interested to see what kind of rating he's got. If this rating's poor, then we're in trouble. If this is not a good rating, then I've just been fleeced out of 4.6 million and 16.5 grand a week. Let's see. So, 74. I'm happy with that. And he goes straight into the first team. So he can replace Fish. He can replace Gordon. Oh no, bad negotiation. I mean, they would not even listen to anything. I had to meet the release clause. Apparently he's only valued at 2.1 million. Wow, okay, so that's a bit of a mistake there for me. Plus he is 30. Okay. Maybe that was a poor signing, guys. But, you know, it's a player that we've got in. So we've got a centre-back in there. I tried to bring in these two who are both free agents, but unfortunately they weren't willing to accept the wage that I was offering. So, I mean, we've got our first signing of the campaign in now. We could be bringing in Edward Michu on loan, who would be an absolute great addition. A 2-year loan deal has been agreed. It's all just depends on whether he wants to come to the club or not. But I would love to bring Michu in to the team. If that doesn't happen, then we're looking at other options such as Taveras and Hayden. But Michu is the #1 choice at the moment. Here we go. I've got a player leaving the club. Who is it? Who is it? We don't know. The anticipation's killing me. I think it might be somebody on a pre-contract. But he's walked out the club. And it's Ewan Henderson who will leave then at the end of the season. He didn't agree a new deal. So Ewan Henderson is away on a free transfer. And perhaps, you know, squad lacks quality apparently, right? Okay. Thanks. Thanks for that. But yeah, Ewan Henderson's left. So it kind of sucks. But yeah, Ewan Henderson no longer a Hibs player. I don't think it's the end of the world as long as we can bring in a couple of replacements or we can keep the players that we've got. But I mean, Ewan Henderson, he was never going to be a top player for us, so I'm not too bothered about it. And we have another player leaving the club, and this time it is Joe Newell, who we say goodbye to. So the players are pretty much just leaving the club at the moment. They're walking out, they're running out the front doors. They don't want to be here. And we tried, you know, these players just wouldn't sign new contracts. It's unfortunate. I agree, it's money that we're missing out on, but at the end of the day, if they don't want to stay here, I can't physically force them. So it is what it is. Looks like we're not getting Taveras. That deal apparently that we offered was not enough in terms of money. So let's hope Edward Michu then decides to join the club on a 2-year loan deal. Or else we're in a little bit of trouble. We're going to have to get back to the transfer board. We're going to have to start putting out more offers unless this Michu deal can be struck, which I hope it can. I mean, there's still time. But Michu is wasting a lot of time, let's be honest. I kind of expected him to... He's still not got back to me yet. I actually cannot believe why he's taking so long. So, we're going to continue to wait. I've got an offer for the goalkeeper. We're not going to go ahead, and we don't want that. We want to keep him there. So, and Isaac Hayden would have been a good addition to the club. Maybe we could come back in towards the end of the season. If or to the one of the ends of the transfer window if there's nothing happening just yet. But I can't really do anything till we find out what Michu's doing. So right now we'll continue to move on. Alright, so up next in the cup is St Mirren. We're going to go ahead and sim this game, but I'm giving a debut to Cabraca, who we brought in, and we're also giving a debut to Murray Johnson, the young 18-year-old goalkeeper. So we're changing it up a little bit. I'm also putting Alvaro up front instead of Kevin Nisbet, and we're going to give McCurdy a game on the right instead of Boyle. So fingers crossed, this is enough to get us past St Mirren into the next round, and it is more than enough. Holy shit. Holy shit. So McCurdy with a hat-trick. McCurdy is an absolute genius. Whenever he plays, he scores, and he scored a hat-trick today. That's incredible. And Alvaro with the 4th goal. Okay, so this is probably the worst news we could have received. Real Betis have agreed to pay £15 million release clause for Myron van Brederoid, and they are going to try and take him away from us. And if they can do that, that would pretty much derail our season. Honestly, guys, I don't know where we go if we lose him. He's been a really good player for us, and if I cannot think about losing him. It's unthinkable. I really do not want to lose him, but if he goes, he goes. He's got the option now. He can leave if he wants, and you know that is an absolute crippler for us. So I am a little bit concerned, but what can I do? At the moment, we just have to wait. We're going to do the next game here. I think Gordon's a little bit tired. We might... can I take Cabraja out? What if I put Gordon on the left? I might actually put Gordon... I know he's a centre-back. I might actually play him on the left here for this game against Celtic. And, you know, we'll keep Van Berderoyd in the team. And let's see how we get on. Nisbet up front again. Nisbet coming back into the squad. 1-0. So we lose by a goal to 0 against Celtic. It's not embarrassing by any means, but always disappointing to lose. And we were only 10 points behind Celtic. If we had won that game, the gap to the league leaders would have been down to 7. But, you know, unfortunately, it is what it is. Again, we can't sign that guy. However, it looks like we have agreed a deal for Isaac Hayden for Newcastle. This time we are going to go in and accept it. I don't think Michu's coming on loan, so I'm going to go ahead and accept that, and I'm going to try and get Hayden in. I'm willing to... Oh my god, I'm not offering that much. Fuck no. How much do they think we have? Right, let's negotiate. I mean, I'm willing to offer him a decent amount, but I'm not offering him 45. Fuck, he's on 47. That's the current wage. Well, this is probably a waste of time. There's just no way we can offer him anywhere near 47,000. But what we can do is pretty much offer him a chance to start games. I don't know if that matters to him. Let's go with 15,000. That's about as much as we can do, mate. Let's be honest. And I'll offer you 150 signing on bonus. I think he's going to walk out personally. No, they won't. I'm just not offering that amount of money. It's just not happening. I mean, I'll go 16, and I'll keep your signing bonus. You know what? We'll give you 300, but that is literally the most we can do here. So let's see. No, that won't be good enough. Okay, so they're just walking out. They aren't interested. Taveras, we're still waiting on him, and Michu, we've accepted the offer, but we're waiting on Michu deciding. It doesn't look like Michu wants to come either. And now we have to wait and see if Van Berderoyd leaves here on the final day of the season as well. So, man, this could all go horribly wrong for us. You can see their latest rumours. I'm hoping it doesn't happen. I want Van Berderoyd to stay, but it looks like it may have happened. And it has happened, and that is so disappointing. What a little traitor, seriously. He leaves the club. He leaves us in such a shit situation, and honestly, now we're desperate to bring in a replacement. Look at that. Thanks for nothing. We offered him a big contract as well. We gave him a lot more in the wage department, and he's completely jobbed us out like that. That is disgusting. He's just walked out and left us. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that's him away to Real Betis. At least he kept the same colours, I guess, green and white. Bad. Holy crap. The player's release clause is lower than his value. Man, that's so we get an F for that. That's shit. That's terrible. An F. A fucking F. That's not good enough. Not good enough at all. Alright, so we're trying to get Taveras in to cheer us up a little bit after that disaster with Van Berderoyd. So let's offer... I'm willing to offer 15,000 a week. I'll let you keep the signing bonus, but hopefully he accepts that. No, they're not budging. I'm sick of these players playing hard to get. Seriously. We're going to go 18.5. And if he doesn't accept that, then he can fucking leave. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? For the sake of it, we'll just pay it. Fine. Honestly, man. I hate these players. They're like mercenaries. Legit, man. They'd slit your throat just to get an extra pound. It's an absolute joke. But yeah, Taveras, I guess, is the newest member of the Hibs team. Into the club he comes, suit it and boot it, walking through the front doors. But this isn't enough. I'm happy with this signing. don't get me wrong, but we need to now find a left-sided player. We need to replace Van Brederoid, but let's see what rating we get. Our ratings have been pretty poor lately, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed here, that we can actually get something decent for it. It's a C. It's not great, but it's not bad. And he's 72 rated, so I mean, it's a player that could come into the starting team, so I mean, I'm okay with that. But now we need to go and find ourselves a replacement on the left wing. Alright, so I'm looking at a replacement for Van Brederoid. We've got this guy here. I actually looked at signing him last season. The deal didn't happen, so obviously we didn't sign him. But Palos Abraham, I think, would be a good option. He can play left mid, he can play striker. We can get him for 4 million. So with that, we're going to accept, and we're going to see if we can negotiate a deal to bring him in. It would be the third signing of our January transfer window. And honestly, it would probably be the most important signing, considering we now need to replace our main man. He wants a crucial contract. Fair enough. Look, we'll give you that. 4-year deal. I'll give you that too. Disregard release clause. Okay, let's talk. And now a wage. His current wage is 5,000. Let's offer him 7. No, wait, we'll offer him 8. I don't want him to walk out on us. Let's offer him 8. I believe that's fair. 8 grand. £100,000 sign-on bonus. What the hell? Insult? How's that an insult? It's 3,000 more than what he's currently on. That is a joke. Okay, our last option is Alex Maiton, who I currently got a bid in for, and we did have him. We had him on loan at the start of this save, so who knows? We might have to bring him back. That's how desperate we are. And Michu has decided he doesn't want to join us, which is another heavy blow. But Maiton has Nottingham Forest have agreed to sell him, so we can get him for what, 2.35 million. And yeah, now we're going to enter negotiations with Maiton. I desperately think we need to bring in a left-sided player. At the moment, we don't really have anyone. Alvaro can play on the left, but no, I think we need to bring in someone who can come in and replace Van Brederoid. And I think Maiton could do the job. He was good for us in his first season. I'm sure he's improved a lot since then. So hopefully he is the man. He wants 20. It's a little bit too much. I'm going to try and get him for 20. You know what? We'll offer 18 first, and that gives us a bit of leeway that we can bounce up on. Let's go with 18. That's not too insulting, so please don't walk out. Okay, sticking to their guns. They want 24. Let's counter again. Now we'll offer 20. So we'll offer 20 a week, but we'll offer you an extra 20 in the signing bonus. Let's see if that is enough to get Alex Maiton to join the club for a second time. And he is. It's not quite what he wanted, but he's willing to join. Alright, so there you go. Maiton comes to the club. We'll find out right now if that was a good deal or not. I think it's a good deal. Obviously, I'm gutted that we lost Van Brederoid, who was 76 rated when he left the club. That sucks, but it's a decent replacement in my opinion. And it's a C, so it's a good price. So there you go. Cabracha, Tavirs, and Maiton coming in. 3 players in the 70s. It's not bad. And that is the transfer deadline day over then. We can now focus on the rest of the season and try and finish as high as we possibly can. So we've got a big February coming up. Games against Aberdeen, Dundee United, St Mirren, Istanbul, and then obviously we've got the final leg against Istanbul and the Edinburgh Derby. So what a month this February is for us. Let's dive into it. So far, February has been a really poor month. We beat Aberdeen in the league, but we followed that up with a defeat to Dundee United. And then later on, a week later, another defeat to Dundee United, but this time in the Cup. Embarrassing. Then we lost the first leg against Istanbul. Then we drew the Edinburgh Derby. Jesus, the season pretty much derailing, guys, in front of our own eyes. But we have Istanbul up next. We can book our place in the next round, or we can be failures and we can exit at this stage. I think we're going to make a change, though. Maiton's not 100%. I'm going to bring in Alvaro for the left side, and I believe that will do us then. I think we're going to line up. Cabraj is not 100% either. Maybe we play Bouchard on the left. I don't know if he can really play on the left. Liam Gordon can, though. So let's play Gordon on the left. We'll play Gordon on the left, Bouchard and Cabracha in the middle. And this is it then, guys. This has to do it. Here we go. Istanbul, Hibernian. Massive game here. We're losing 3-2 in aggregate. We need to try and turn that around as quickly as possible. And we will go attacking from pretty much the get-go as we look to find our way back into this tie. But oh, brilliant. They could not have asked for much more than that. Jason Knight with the goal early in, and we take the lead in the game, and we level up the scoreline overall in the tie. That's fantastic, man, honestly. Wasn't expecting a response like that, but I am grateful for one that we've got it, guys. Absolutely buzzing that we can respond that quickly. So happy days, and now we have to wait and see what else we have to offer at the moment. Not a lot, but Istanbul's been quiet, and that's a good save by their goalkeeper, Mohamed, to deny us. Oh, another chance there, and Mohamed again getting across, making a save. Looks like we have an injury to Liam Gordon, which is not good. He's back on his feet now, though. So he's back up, which is good to see him motoring on, and now we need to motor on. Again, we're coming forward. Good play here. Ball out to Alvaro. That was a chance there, but we just couldn't beat the last line of the defence, and Istanbul stay in the game. Back to the goalkeeper. Passing it out now to Caden. It's Boyle. It's the chance here. It's Caden on the overlap. Nisbet. Edge of the box. Back to Boyle. Boyle comes inside. It's Hibbs here. Applying pressure. Oh, what a great play. The pass in there was incredible. But we just could not get that final ball. And oh, it's saved off the line, man. How's that been saved? How the hell has that been saved? That's an incredible save. Unbelievable there. Honest to God. How was that saved? Doesn't make any sense. Istanbul now. And just like that, they equalised. Koulibaly on the brink at half-time. I knew it. It was too good to be true. Way too good to be true. And at half-time, Istanbul back into the tie, back in control. And yeah, we have a lot to do now. So disappointing there. Very, very disappointing. Not happy at all. I thought we dominated that first half. So for us not to be able to take the lead into the break, it is big time disappointing. Big time disappointing. We need a big time response in this second half if we're going to get into this tie and keep our European hopes alive. We're at the cup, so we don't want to go to Europe as well. That would only leave the league available, which of course we can't win. It's a good save though by Frutal. Pushed that one round the post. 60 minutes gone now. Half an hour remains in this second leg. Oh, it's another good save. The goalkeeper now is pulling out all the stops to keep us in this one. Istanbul again taking it short. Opportunity now gets pushed back. It's a chance here. It's into the box. It's great play. And it's another great save from Frutal, man. He is keeping us in this game here. We're going to make some changes. I know Alex Mighton isn't 100%, but I think I'm going to have to bring him on. We will bring him on, and we're going to push here for the goal. Same for Martin Boyle. We're going to put him up here. Or do we... I can't... McCurdy's not 100% fit either, though, so it's like we're in a difficult situation. Let's play Campbell here. Taviers. Did we bring... I mean, who can we... We can't really bring anybody on, though. We don't really have that many... McCurdy could come on. Did we bring on McCurdy? Let's play McCurdy here. Can we play McCurdy as a centre forward? Right. We'll play Boyle here. Right, okay, I think that is probably the best thing we can do. Oh, and Istanbul have made it 2-1. I think we need more than a couple of substitutes now. A couple of tactical changes. I think we need a miracle now. We're trailing 2-1 on the night. We're trailing 5-3 in aggregate. And unless we can find 2 goals in the last 20 minutes, we're not... Oh, almost pulled one back there. But yeah, it's looking unlikely, guys, that we find our way back into this European tie against Istanbul. We got off to the best start possible. Leveled up the tie in like 4 minutes in, but yeah, since then we just haven't been able to do anything really. And it looks like it's going to end here with disappointment for us. But we'll see. Maybe we can get a goal back here. It's Boyle. It's a chance to ball it to Caden. It's a chance for Knight, and it's saved again by the goalkeeper. 4 minutes remaining. Boyle whipping this one in. It's going to come back for Boyle. Boyle into the box. Martin Boyle tried to lay it off. Tried to be too fancy. Ends up giving the ball away. And yeah, we ain't getting 2 goals now, guys. That is going to end it. Our European journey comes to an end in Turkey against Istanbul. Wasn't a bad performance. Wasn't a bad run. I'm happy with how we performed overall. But yeah, it's kind of disappointing to get knocked out of both cups. The Europa Conference League and the Scottish Cup within the space of like 2 weeks. But that's life, and sometimes life sucks. Alright guys, we're into the split now. 5 games remain. Unfortunately, the bad news is we're falling quite a long way behind Celtic and Rangers. So It doesn't look like a top 2 finish is on. However, we're only a point behind Aberdeen and 4 points behind Hearts. So fingers crossed we can still improve. We can still do better than last year's previous finish of 5th place. And hopefully we can guarantee ourselves 3rd place. That's what we're going to be hoping for. We can mathematically get 2nd, but it's going to be tight. It's going to be very, very tight. Our last game of the season is against Aberdeen, so at Pittodrie. That's going to be a tough one. That'll be the game that we're obviously playing, and let's just hope we get to that stage of the season with still a mathematical chance of getting that 3rd spot. And just when we need it form, just when we need it to find a good run towards the end of the season, we find the exact opposite. 1-0, a 2-1 defeat to Hearts, 2-1 defeat to Rangers, a 2-2 draw against Dundee United, and a 2-1 defeat to Celtic. That means going into this Aberdeen game, we now can't do anything other than finish 5th. Win, we finish 5th. Lose, we finish 5th. Draw, we finish 5th. So we're not going to improve on last season's finish. The only thing I can say is we've improved on the team overall. We've got a better squad now, minus obviously losing Van Brederoid. So that's the only positives, guys, that we really can take from this season. So we'll try and beat Aberdeen. We'll take it to them. Funnily enough, I think we played Aberdeen in the final game of last season as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a repeat of the last year's game. Hopefully, Duke doesn't put about 10 goals past us. But, yeah, this is it. Aberdeen Hibernian to end the season 3. All right, nice ball to Campbell. We're going to try and play through Maiton. Maiton now, he's got... Oh, Nisbet. Ball's got away from him. Nisbet should keep it in. He does. He flicks it up. He plays it to Boyle. Martin Boyle now. Oh, I could have went down. Martin Boyle, there was contact there. Definitely was a touch, but Boyle decided not to cheat and stay on his feet. No, and we've just allowed Duke again. Why does this guy do it to us? Seriously. I am so pissed off. He's just ran through the middle and he's put the ball in the back of the net. And it's way too easy for... Look at that. Look at the gap there. That's massive. Duke just runs through. Boom, boom. 1-0 Aberdeen. Campbell over towards Knight. It's a brilliant chest down. It's a good goal. It's a good finish. And we were not behind for long. Jason Knight gets us back on level terms. Aberdeen 1, Hibernian 1. Nisbet holds it up. Kevin Nisbet looking for the run. He's going to try and find Martin Boyle. And he gets it to Boyle. Now Boyle's waiting on a bit of support. Cross comes in. Campbell's here. Flicks it to Maiton. And who hits it right at the goalkeeper? Should do better. Must score. Boyle brings it down. Boyle now looking for... It's not a good ball. He's looking for Gordon, but he's not going to find him with that pass. Cabraja to Veers. Jason Knight to Martin Boyle. Oh, Martin Boyle scores a great goal. Martin Boyle, what a finish in Hibs. After trailing in the final game of the season, are ahead here at Pittodrie. Lovely strike, lovely goal, and can we finish the season on a high? Oh, Boyle again. It's Martin Boyle. He spins around again. He's found Kevin Nisbet, and that's another save by the goalkeeper. Hibs pelling on the pressure now, looking dangerous, looking for a third goal. Boyle delivers it in, headed away. It might fall for Alex Maiton though, who is first to it. Brings it down pretty well in the chest. Alex Maiton now opens up a chance. It's another shot, but another save by the goalkeeper. Ball out to Christie. This will be a last chance for Aberdeen to get something from this. It's going to go out for a corner though. One last opportunity for the Sheep to whip a ball in and try and steal a draw. Ball comes, oh, it's over the bar from McCrory, and that's going to do it. Hibs have won on the final day of the season. We're going to finish a single point behind Aberdeen. It's just annoying that our form was so bad in this post-split part of the season that we could not get another draw or another victory that would have took us above Aberdeen into 4th place. But it is what it is, guys. That's a big win for us, and we will take it. So that win then takes us on to 64 points, but unfortunately it is not enough to overtake Aberdeen. So we will finish the league in 5th place, just a point behind the Sheep. It was close, but not close enough, and we're still quite a long way off the top 3. That will be our goal. We need to bring that gap down. There's only 2 seasons remaining in this rebuild series, and we need to see major improvements in season 4. Now, in terms of the cup, we've yet to get past the quarterfinals. Celtic this time won the cup. Hearts beating Rangers in the semis. Celtic beating Dundee United. We got to the quarters, but unfortunately, we lost back-to-back games against Dundee United, and that's why we are out the cup. So yeah, not too good for us, guys. We will look to improve next season, though. And in terms of the squad hub, we'll quickly go through this. Frutal was pretty much the main man for us this season. 6.49 average rating. Happy with that. I would have liked more clean sheets. Only 7 clean sheets in 47 games. But I think that might be more to do with the defence than it is Frutal. With Johnson, who came in, played one game, played a 7.10. He had a good performance. So, I can't really say too much about him. Cabraja was our main man at left back, but he could be someone we improve on. Cabraca, when he came in, similar to Cabracha, I thought he played well, although the average rating wouldn't suggest that, 6.15. But for me, he was a good addition to the club. Got Liam Gordon continuing to do what he does, the captain. Got Rocky Bashure, Fish, and then Mikey Devlin, who I think will be leaving. I think he's agreed a pre-contract with somebody. So yeah, looks like Devlin could be away, and we might need to look at bringing in another centre-back for cover. Probably another left-back as well, considering we only have one currently at the club. Caden, very poor average rating of 5.95. Miller did pretty well when he came in, though. He's up to a 67 overall now, so maybe Lewis Miller is the man that we need to focus on at right back. We've got Noah and Kenny, 69 overall, only played 5 games, not a lot, hard to judge him. David Taveras came in, he done okay, although the average rating, again, wouldn't really suggest that. Alan Campbell, I thought he had an okay season, 75 rated now, he'll play a big part next year. Joel Newell might be leaving, I don't think he's too happy. I'm pretty sure he is leaving, actually. I think he's already left. I think he's agreed the deal. So, yeah, he'll be leaving. Jason Knight, 7 goals, 11 assists. I thought Knight had a pretty good season. He's only 24. He's already 76 overall, so I'm hoping he can improve even more going forward. And, yeah, I expect him to play a big part for us next year. Got Campbell, who played 21 games. Wasn't expecting him to play that many, but he did. Henderson's leaving. He's got a good average rating, but he's leaving. Not too much to talk about. Martin Boyle, 14 goals. Very good there for Martin Boyle. Good stuff. Hopefully he can continue next season. I think he's actually went down a rating. So, yeah, unfortunately, Martin Boyle is now reaching the age where he's slightly on the decline. So, what condition will he be in, let's say, in 2 years? I mean, I think we're paying him big bucks. We're paying him like 25 grand a week. Is he going to be capable of starting for us in the last season if we're pushing for a title? I don't know. Hopefully, we might have to play him as a backup striker. We might even have to sell him to try and get the wages gone so that we can reinvest it into a starting, player, starting 11 player. McCurdy came in, only 5 goals this season. Not as good as last season, but still solid as a backup winger. Alex Mighton came in. I thought he'd done good in a short spell at the club. 6.7 rating, 5 goals in 14 league appearances. Nisbet, 23 goals in the league, 3 goals in Europe. 7.25 rating. Guy's been brilliant. Alvaro didn't get that much game time, but when he did, I thought he was very good. And then we had Elias Hoff Melkerson, who had 1 game. Didn't really do much, guys. So that is it, of course, for this season. We're 6 episodes down now, and we haven't made that much improvements. We finished 7th and then back-to-back 5th places. Next season, we have to improve. We'll be in Europe again. Obviously, we'll be in the Cup again. We'll be looking to improve on 5th place. And we need to bring in some big players. I think we need to bring in a couple of players into the team. We need to get another left back. I think that is for sure. And I'm not too sure about other positions. Maybe we could even start to try and replace Martin Boyle, because he might be good enough next season. I'm just not convinced going into season 5. Martin Boyle's going to be the man that we need to lead us on the right-hand side. Anyway, guys, that's it for the Hibernian Rebuild to Glory. Hopefully, Season 4 goes a bit better. Make sure you tune in to Episode 7 to find out how we kick off that season, and I will catch you guys in the next one. But until then, been Scotland 90, thanks for watching, and peace.